Hi everyone, I am Wafalanga and welcome you all in Grammar in Detail. If you are new and not subscribe the channel, so subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get some more videos about grammar. Today we are going to start the third kind of your concrete noun, that is known as collective noun. And what is collective noun? Let's discuss. Definition of collective noun: name of group of persons or collection of things is called collective noun. When you group many persons together and give them one name, or collect lot of things together and give them one name, that is known as, see, group of persons or collection of things together is known as which noun? Collective noun. So collective noun is what? When you group the persons together and give them one name, and in the same way collect a lot of things and give them one name, is called collective noun. Now what are the examples? Army. What is army? Collection of many soldiers together and you give them one name, that is known as army. Now see, different countries have got different strength of army. They're all soldiers together, whether that is air based, that is land man army, or that is army which navy. So these all are known as your which soldiers, they all are known as your which noun? Collective noun. Together we call them army. Like we say Pak army. Pak army has got the strongest training ever in the world. So that is what we say, that Pak army. Now in Pak army there are a lot of soldiers together. Pak army means the army of Pakistan. And like next one, we have got, like we say, the Turkish army, the army which belongs to Turkey, that is known as the Turkish army. And in the same way there are a lot of navy army, there are a lot of that NATO army. These all are known as your soldiers together and given one name, that is known as army. Committee. Committee can be group of persons as well as group of collection of things. With the example for the persons, I will give you some of the examples. Like I say, committee, like a committee of experts. Now when any bomb explosion occurs or any kind of bad situation happens in the country, in the state, so the committee of the experts sit together and try to solve the issue, by whom it was done, who are the persons involved in such kind of activities. So committee can be in that sense as well. And committee in the sense, you can say, a lot of people collect, some of the responsible people are sitting together and solving an issue regarding any situation in the society. So they solve it, that is known as, they launch a committee for that and they solve it. Yes. And that is just for persons. Collection of things, it could be like, it might not be known to the some people, but some of the poor people, like they have their committees, like in the year, in the month, they collect some specific amount of money from their salary, they cut it off and they give it to one person, and the same person solves his or her issues. For example, they have the committee of 5,000 a month they pay. If there are 12 members, so that will be 1 lakh 20, almost 20,000 rupees, with the help of 24 members. So this is what, by this they make their membership and they give it to one by one, in the shape of lottery or something like. And then that is what whose number comes, he will take it and then will buy anything for him, self or herself, in order to solve his or her issue. Somehow in the other countries may not be happen, but in Pakistan mostly it happens. And in Pakistan, according to the survey, maybe right or wrong, but it is said that 80% marriages are being done by the committee to the poor people most of the time. Next we have got parliament. Now parliament is what? Collection of MNAs or MPAs. They sit together and they resolve the issue of the people by whom they are selected. And dozen is what? Collection of 12 things, like dozen of eggs, dozen of bananas, dozen of oranges. Now in in Koida, mostly You may not find the dozen of oranges, but as you go to Punjab area, so even there that oranges are even sold in dozen. But over there with the measurement of kgs, like 5 kg, 2 kgs, and in the same way, but over there you will find them in the same, like in collective noun, dozen. Bunch, collection of keys, you could say bunch of keys, you could say bunch of flowers, and that is known as bunch. Assembly, when you in assembly, when the members sit together and they pass the resolution, and that is known as assembly, where they assemble together. Assemble means to be collected together, and where they are collected together means they sit together and they discuss about the state and the solution for that. That is known as assembly. In the same way, team, team is what? Collection of players, whether that is a football team, cricket team, they all are collected together and they make a team. Like over there, then squad comes, your trainer comes, the doctors come, the mentor comes, these all together make a team. Like Pakistani cricket team, Indian cricket team, German football team. In the same way, you could give them any sort of name, where all the players, spare players, and all together are given one name, that is known as team. After that, without sports, it could be team of expertise sitting together and solving sort of issue. That could also be herd, collection of some of the animals, like herd of buffaloes, herd of cows, etc. Clear? So that is known as collections. Now, over there I've just written the words, but how do you make the sentences? That is the main point what we are going to discuss in next example. Now see, the first one we have pack of dogs. When many dogs together collected together, they are known as pack. Now pack of dogs, it can be pack of dogs, it can be pack of hounds. Hound is a sort of dog which is having long ears. Ears means this one, and having long ears, that is a sort of dog. And wolves, clear? So pack of wolves, pack of hounds, pack of dogs, clear? Pack of dogs attacked to the thieves, clear? That is known as now many dogs together. Orchard of trees, when lot of trees are together in a jungle, that is known as then orchard of trees. Orchard is your collective noun by which you are collecting many trees together and calling it orchard of trees. In the same way, mob of kangaroos, clear? Now many kangaroos together, known as mob of kangaroos. Army of caterpillars, caterpillar is one of the insects. And you can say army of frogs, you can call it caterpillars as well as for the frogs, and you can use it for the soldiers, as we discussed here. Like army, collection of soldiers together is known as army. So army of soldiers. Brood of ants, brood of ants, when a lot of ants are together, you will give them one name, that is known as brood. So pack, orchard, mob, army, brood, these are your which nouns? Collective nouns. Gaggle of geese, gaggle means the group of geese together. A lot of geese are known as goose is one, geese is the collection of all together, that is known as gaggle of geese. Galaxy of stars, clear? And in the same way, herd is the word, like I said to you over there, I gave you an example for with the last one. Now herd of buffaloes, you could say herd of cattle. And herd of deer, herd of zebras, that is known as collection of animals together, known as herd. Next we have bunch. Now see, bunch of grapes, as I gave you example over here, bunch of keys, bunch of flowers, bunch of grapes, you could say. And shoal of fish, when lot of fish are collected together, that is known as shoal. And keep in your mind, plural for fish is as well fish, deer is as well deer, and cattle is as well cattle. So you'll not say cattles, deers, and fishes. Fishes in that sense when they are of different types and categories. Dolphins, sharks, starfish, fish, they all are together called fishes. But one category, even there are 1,000 dolphins, you will call them fish. So not fishes. Like a crowd of people, when people are collected together, then their crowd is called their collection is called crowd, then you'll not say herd of people, clear? Or you'll not say crowd of buffaloes, you'll say herd of buffaloes, crowd of people. After that we have got bunch of keys, as I gave you the previous example. And after that, pack of cards. Now there are a lot of cards together, play cards, like they play it, so they all are known as pack of cards. And after that, hive of bees. When there are a lot of bees together, that is known as hive. Host of sparrows. Now see, when sparrows are together with their, like that much they are together, so that is known as host of sparrows. And after that, library of books. Library means the collection of books together, that is known as library of books. So this is what all about collective noun, which we discussed today. Hope you got today's lecture. Wish you best of luck. See you next time with the next lecture. Goodbye.